Wait, hang on. Let me finish my damn story. And then I said, it sucks to be a CSU Ram.
Yeah, fuck CSU. Welcome to the Rendezvous.
Whoop, go Pokes, whoop.
It's just me and Carter today. Zach came down this last weekend for some state championship football. And so he got a little bit behind in school, so he's pretty busy right now. J6 out in the gas fields doing his things.
J6 things.
Like to give a shout out to both the Bighorn Rams and the Sheridan Broncs, both winning state championships this last weekend down here in Laramie. The Bighorn Rams kicked the fuck out of Cokeville.
Yeah, rest in pepperonis to Cokeville. That was bad, guys. It was real bad.
And Sheridan Broncs had a nail biter there in
Whoop,
the
Bronx,
second
whoop.
half. That coaching staff made the best decision they've ever made. Fake punt on 4th and 7.
It was beautiful. It was truly just beautiful to watch.
Greatest play call they've ever made.
I didn't think I'd ever see that day where they ran a fake punt, but it happened.
And Sheridan beat their rivals from Gillette. Always a good day. FG.
FG, baby. Yeah. Poor Bolts. Really sucks to be a Gillette Thunderbolt, too.
Sucks to be from Gillette. Sucks to be a CSU Ram.
Yeah. All right.
What are we talking about this week, Carter?
So today on the podcast, Davis and I were hanging out the other night, and we started talking about weird shit that animals do. This is a completely sober conversation, by the way.
Completely like no joke, completely sober. We were so bored.
We were just bored, yeah, and we started talking about weird shit animals do. Like, animals are just weird, man.
So start us off, Carter. What?
Here's one that'll really boggle your minds, right? Male seahorses giving birth. Not the females, the males.
Are you assuming their gender?
No, dude, it's 2019. I'm woke. The seahorses are woke.
The male seahorses are woke and giving birth.
And giving birth, dude.
Yeah.
Women are finally getting what they want. In the aquatic world, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were some of the other ones that were just like... Okay, here's one. Through evolution...
Evolution, as I refer to it.
How did turtles, like, become a turtle through evolution? Who starts just growing a shell, you know, as part of their body through evolution? Isn't that weird?
It was probably some form of lizard at one point.
Probably.
And then, like, I don't know
then
where...
they're like, let's just have a shell. Like...
I don't know how this shit works, dude. Natural selection, survival of the fittest.
It's hard to believe turtles are so slow and they've survived for so long through natural selection. Like, being slow works.
It is true. Slow and steady wins the race, man. I learned that from a book in, like, the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was probably kindergarten, but yeah.
I don't know, man. Slow and steady.
So, you want to go through your...
Wait, hang on. Would you eat the turtle, though?
I would definitely eat a turtle.
We were talking about what we'd eat the other day, too, animals. It was a really weird conversation, but it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd eat a turtle.
Yeah.
Probably have to kill a couple of them, though, to get a
So you
decent
think,
meal.
like, it's like a coconut, though? Like, you crack the shell and it's just liquid on the inside?
I don't know.
Does a turtle
entirely.
resemble a coconut?
Perhaps. I bet they have innards.
Definitely make a good stew out of it.
You'd probably have to make a turtle stew if you were going to eat a turtle.
What's another one we was talking about?
Beavers.
Beavers, dude. Those motherfuckers just go around and chomp trees down and build dams. Why do they build a dam? Like, what? It's just so weird. Like, would it ever occur to you one day if you were just, like, wandering around, like, say... Okay, I don't know where I was going with that. Never mind.
Because we build houses, you know.
Well, yeah, I know we build houses,
It's like their little house, but what made them try to build a dam over a river in the first place?
Why a river? Yeah, why would you want to go live in the middle of the river? Why not build like a little tree hut on the bank?
Like a squirrel?
Yeah, like a squirrel. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Squirrels.
Yeah.
Collecting nuts and hibernating.
Hibernating's a weird one too. Like a grizzly bear is just like, all right, I've eaten a lot of food. I'm gonna go take a nap for like 4 months.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple months.
Like that's just weird to me. Hibernation just blows my mind.
Super weird.
Like what is the point of hibernating?
Not be cold, I guess. Because remember, if you're cold, you're gay.
At Blake Godwin. Yeah, I don't know though. Hibernation just it makes no sense in my mind. You know.
Yeah. They basically just go put themselves in a coma for 6 months.
Well, and the weird part about it is the female bears during hibernation give birth.
Yeah.
Like, do they wake up from their sleep, give birth, and then go back to sleep, or do they just give birth in their sleep? You know?
A baby bear pops out and is just wandering around the cave. Like, what the hell?
Well, do the baby bears just go to sleep, or what? How does hibernation work?
They
This
come
is
out.
stuff I didn't learn in school.
They come out of the mother asleep still, and then they just sleep until the mom wakes up. Has to be it.
Or do you think like the bears wake up, give birth, and then nurture their young for a little bit, and then they leave their holes, and we're like, oh, they must be done hibernating, but really they've been done hibernating for a month or so.
I could see
just
that.
living in the ground.
I could see that being a more reasonable way of looking at it. For sure.
I don't understand nature.
It's fucking crazy. Plants. Venus flytrap. A plant that eats flies. The fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck? It's another one.
How does it evolve to do that?
Yeah.
Like, evolution does not make sense in my mind because of how things turned out, you know? Like, how does a Venus flytrap evolve to do such a thing? Like, it doesn't just one day, like, eat a fly. It's got to evolve over years to do that.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. It's a many moon process.
Many moons.
Many moons.
Yeah.
But, like, what do you think it evolved from? I feel like that's the better question. They're like, how does a plant get a mouth, essentially?
Fuck if I know.
It's just so... Or what about those stupid little beetles in Africa that just roll up elephant shit into balls all day? Dung beetles.
Dung beetles.
Yeah.
Well, they eat the... don't they eat the dung?
Yeah, I think so.
Or use it for nutrients?
Yeah, something like that. But I'm just saying, like, this little black beetle's just outside in the scorching heat of the African sun, rolling shit into a ball.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, to go back to plants, you know, on an aspen tree, you can tell it's an aspen tree by the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the aspen tree, that white powder on it is basically sunscreen.
Really?
For the tree, yeah.
Oh, for the tree.
I mean, you can I like to take that
I like
powder
to lather myself with the Aspen sunscreen.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna archery elk hunt, that's not a bad thing to put on you to camouflage you.
We'll have
Like
to
your
ask
face and stuff.
We'll have to ask J6's opinion on that.
Yeah.
Since he's
But
the bow
like,
hunting master.
a tree gives itself sunscreen, produces sunscreen for itself.
Fuck.
Well, like maple trees, or produce maple syrup, you know?
Yeah.
Why?
Or rubber trees. Or cork trees.
I saw the cork tree one, that video a couple days ago. I just don't get how this world works.
Seriously. Or how about the trees in South America that grow cocaine on their leaves?
Those are great trees.
God bless them.
Love them to death.
Love them to death. Save the planet, people.
Save our planet. Especially the cocaine trees.
Or the the cocoa trees make chocolate.
Yeah.
Trees make chocolate.
Yeah. Well, you know what's weird to think about?
What?
Could you imagine being the first guy to come across like a marijuana plant and like, yeah, I'm gonna smoke this.
Moses? In the burning bush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can think about that with a lot of drugs. Being the first person to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna smoke this or try this and see what that does. Peyote, the first person to try peyote. Holy cow! Could you imagine that?
Guys, you won't believe what I just discovered.
Found my spirit animal. They'd be like, what?
This guy, you're on something, man. Yeah. And I was just thinking of one too. Oh, I know what I was gonna say now. Like, how do you think that all the plants and shit that we know that are poisonous now, how do you think that happened? Somebody was like, I'm going to eat this. And then he died.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, don't eat that. It's a lot of trial and error.
There's a lot of stories about people on the Oregon Trail eating that one root that was highly poisonous.
Yeah.
And they thought it would, because it looks similar to an onion or something.
Yeah.
And they were eating it and just dropping dead. Like, oof.
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 Trial and error. Trial and error.
Yeah, what were some of the other animals we were talking about? Oh, spiders, arachnids that like mate and then eat the male.
Yeah, he really wanted to bust a nut, man. So bad that it killed him.
I've never been that desperate.
I can't say I'd ever get to the point where I'd be like, yeah, just let me fuck and then you can kill me. But, I mean, spiders can do spider things.
Yeah.
Still fucking weird, though.
Bees making honey.
Yeah, bees. We love honey. Or I love honey anyways.
I love honey.
Well, shit. When we did our Cloud Peak expedition, Davis brought a bottle of honey up with him. And he was drinking honey out of the bottle.
For energy.
For energy.
Because of the sugar.
Yeah. Bees made that honey.
Yeah.
Those stupid little yellow black things that just fly around, buzz around in the air.
Well,
they just go buzz around in the air, make honey.
I saw something the other day that bees are the most important animal on this planet.
Because they pollinate all the plants, too. If the bees weren't around, all the plants would die. And then when all the plants died, we would die.
Save the bees. Save the bees
our life,
before anything.
Our life literally depends on a fucking bee.
Yeah.
They make honey and our life depends on them.
Yeah. Animals are weird, man.
Let me tell, like, if you people are still listening to this podcast and actually thinking about it, isn't it just like fucked up how weird animals are? Wildlife.
Yeah. Well, what good does it do bull elk to grow those antlers, you know? It does not help them at all.
I mean, it helps them fight, I guess.
With each other.
Mating purposes.
Yeah, but through the rut, them fighting everyone, they lose a bunch of energy, which makes the winter harder on them. And they're easier to, because they're weak right after the rut, it's easier for coyotes and wolves to pick them out because they still have their antlers. And so much nutrients and energy goes into making those antlers to begin with. Like, why?
I don't know, so they look cool above a fireplace? Jesus.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's all I can think of, really, for them.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
So, question for our audience. Would a penguin taste more like a chicken or a fish?
Well, first of all, would you eat the penguin? We both say yes.
Yeah.
Definitely would eat a penguin. Second question being, would it taste like fish or chicken?
Or combination of the two.
Somewhere in between. I don't know. I feel like they taste like fish. Just because that's what they eat.
Bears eat fish.
And berries and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, fish really just... Or not fish. Penguins really just eat fish.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something that just eats fish but tastes alright. Pelicans? Do pelicans taste alright?
Would you eat a pelican?
Perhaps.
Would a pelican taste like a... Well, I feel like it would have to taste like a bird. Like a grouse or a turkey.
Yeah.
And those kind of taste like chicken.
Yeah, so wouldn't a penguin
Oh
that
my
is a
God.
bird taste more like a chicken?
So through the transitive property of all those things...
Has anyone ever cooked a penguin before? How would you cook that?
I bet some Eskimos have cooked penguin before.
No.
Why?
Penguins live in the South Pole area.
They're not...
Eskimos are from Alaska.
That doesn't mean there can't be no Eskimo down in the South Pole.
They wouldn't be called Eskimos. You ain't woke. You ain't woke.
They don't have any penguins in Alaska?
No.
Really?
Not that I believe they don't, no. Penguins are in the South.
You're telling me there's like...
Because polar bears and penguins do not live in the same ecosystem. Necessarily. I mean, it's basically the same cold ice ecosystem, but no, polar bears do not collide paths with penguins.
Alright, well, fair enough.
I mean, that'd be cool to see a penguin and a polar bear just hanging out. Make for a cute picture.
A cute picture?
Before the polar bear just rips its head off, you know?
Oh, that's pretty messed up, man.
Yeah.
What about seals? Would you eat a seal?
Yeah.
I mean, polar bears do it, so it must be good.
Yeah. Eat a walrus.
We just gotta go to that island that they showed in our planet and just pick up the scraps of all the ones that off themselves.
Yeah, so you guys picture a walrus, you know, mostly a water creature that just lays on land. Yeah, they can climb mountains.
Maybe 1,000 pounds. These bastards just hike their fat asses up a big rocky cliff to avoid the crowded area of the island. So we're talking about this episode from a Netflix series called Our Planet. It's like Planet Earth, you know. The second episode's about the Arctic and I guess just like cold places, I guess. Right?
Yeah, something like that.
But these walruses, every year there's like thousands and thousands of walruses that gather on this one island. And then some of the walruses, however you say that plural, they like hike up these big ass cliffs and sunbathe on them to avoid the crowdedness. And then when they're like, oh shit, I'm kind of hungry, I gotta get down, they can't get back down. And then
They just jump off the cliff.
They just jump off the cliff and hope they hit the water.
Most of them die. I don't know what they're doing, but I mean, these cliffs are steep. It's stuff that would like
be a pain in the ass to even hike down.
Yeah. I don't know what they're thinking.
I don't know how they even got up there.
Crazy animals.
Jeez.
Animals doing crazy crap, dude.
Seriously, they really do. I was telling Davis, I don't remember. I just remember my freshman year of college in biology class talking about these little furry things. Kind of look like a pika or like a little prairie dog. And our teacher was telling us that every year these things, these little fuzzballs all gather up together. And then they just go, all of them just go run off a cliff. I don't remember the specifics, but they all just go run off the cliff. And then they all start piling up, and like some of them live, so a lot of them die.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
But like they control their own population by mass suicide.
I would assume you weren't paying attention in class, but
I swear to God.
Yeah, I mean, could happen. But buffalo used to do it when the Indians be chasing them. Just hundreds of them jump off a cliff. Are you Googling it? Hey.
Yes.
You're Googling it? Yeah, this is a legit conversation Carter and I had just about how weird animals are. What was it?
Lemmings.
Lemmings. What the hell's a lemmings?
A lemming.
Well, are you gonna talk about them at all, or?
Hang on. I'm trying to show you this video so you listen to me.
Okay, so these little fuzzballs are just,
They just look like a rock chuck, maybe. Oh, see, look, dude, they're just jumping off the cliff.
Yeah. That's odd. How did they not go extinct?
I don't know.
Why would they just do that? Anyways, yeah, animals are weird. Can you think of any other animals that just do weird stuff?
Oh, here we go. This explains it more. It says lemmings have become the subject of a widely popular misconception that they are driven to commit mass suicide when they migrate by jumping off cliffs. It is not deliberate mass suicide where the animal voluntarily chooses to die, but rather a result of their migratory behavior. So I guess every year they go to migrate and then they just end up jumping off a cliff and dying as they migrate.
You think they would change their migration route?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you'd think that, but...
Because antelope migrate every year in Wyoming, and I-80 goes across the southern part of the state, and their migration route used to go past where I-80 is, but in recent studies, that migration route abruptly stops right at I-80 just because too many of them try to cross and die, so they just...
Stop.
They just stop.
Huh.
But no, their migration route used to go past I-80 down further south, perhaps all the way into Colorado.
Damn. See, that's another thing.
Same
though.
with mule deer.
Yeah, same with mule deer. That's another thing, though. It's like, why do animals migrate?
I can understand like why elk go from high country in the summer to low country
for food, yeah.
For food. I don't understand why deer and antelope migrate hundreds of miles to basically the same type of Because they're not really going from that high of elevation to a real low elevation. Because they exit Yellowstone, are already in a low elevation, and then keep going for like hundreds of more miles to about the same elevation and same vegetation types.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm baffled.
Yeah.
See, now you people can understand where Davis and I are coming from here. These things just don't make sense. This is like a really prolonged episode of Tractor Thoughts. But it was Davis's couch thoughts.
Davis's couch thoughts while watching Sunday Night Football.
What could get more American than that? Nothing. I guess eating a bald eagle on the 4th of July would, but...
Yeah. That's the only day we should be allowed to eat bald eagles.
Yeah.
4th of July. Can't get more American than that.
No. It really can't. Brats and burgers cooking up with a bald eagle in the grill.
Just
Fireworks blazing in the background.
America. The greatest country alive.
Oh, wow. Trying to think of anything else.
Yeah.
Squid shooting ink out their butts.
Yeah?
It's really weird.
How do they make ink?
I have no idea.
Like,
Something
they must
inside
have a whole gland or organ or something dedicated to making ink.
Yeah. But when you say ink, what kind of ink is it? Like,
What do you mean?
is it ink that you could, like, write with ink?
I doubt it.
I'm just wondering. Like, they call it ink. Could you dip a feather in it and, like, write like they used to back in the old days?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, shoot, I don't know. Like, yeah, they're odd creatures.
I would eat squid, too.
I've ate a squid.
I've eaten squid. And I've eaten octopus.
What's the difference between an octopus and a squid?
I don't know, dude. Octopi got them tentacles with the suction cups on them. Squid don't have...
Squid not?
No.
No?
No.
Learn a new thing every day, folks.
And squid just look goofier.
Because they're longer.
Yeah. Their heads are
their
shaped
head.
like bullets.
Yeah.
They're probably more aerodynamic. Or more water efficient.
Do they use the ink as a defense mechanism?
It's like a smoke screen. So yeah, I guess it's kind of defense.
So that makes sense in the realm of evolution.
But how would they have evolved to produce ink?
I don't know.
Evolution. It's evolution.
Jesus didn't cross the Red Sea on the wings of a pterodactyl.
Nor did he slay thousands of Palestinians with the jawbone of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah. Great movie if you ever watch it.
Division 3. Your ass is grasses, and I'm the lawnmower.
Division 3 football's finest. Great movie.
Yes. 10 out of 10 Netflix film.
I don't think it's on Netflix.
Oh, they took it off?
It's been off since like my senior year of high school, dude.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's been off for a long time.
I guess I've been living under a rock.
Yeah. He's been spending too much time watching Disney Plus.
Disney Plus and Thrust, maybe.
I refuse to watch Disney Plus because Disney has a monopoly on all things media. Change my mind.
Change my mind.
Yeah, well, you got any closing thoughts?
I don't know, man. Animals are just weird. This is like a daily occurrence in my mind. Like, you know when you're walking on campus, you see a squirrel, and they're just fucking chasing each other around, running up a tree, going bonkers. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah. I walk around campus and I look at Skater Guy and I just say, wow, nature's amazing.
Skater Guy's out there entertaining us on a daily basis. They're like birds picking worms out of the ground. How the hell do they even know where the worms are at?
They see him, perhaps. I would think they'd see him from the trees.
How?
I don't know. They have good eyesight.
Better than mine.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. You get the point, everybody. I'm just... That was our rant for the week.
Yeah, we're sorry we haven't recorded in a while.
It's just been hectic. A lot of tests and homework and school and bullshit, yada yada. But we're back to give you something today.
Yeah. Jason's coming down for the CSU game, so we'll try to record then. And we'll have Art, so we could talk about...
Our ag correspondent, Art.
Yeah, we could talk about something there.
We can ask him how work's been going.
Yeah.
And if he's had any other tractor thoughts.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck CSU.
Yep. Fuck CSU.
And fuck Alabama.
Yeah! Go Tigers!
Go Tigers. You good?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right.
Just remember as you go through the rest of your week, everybody, that it truly sucks to be a CSU Ram, Cokeville Panther, or Thunder Basin Bolt.
Or anyone from Gillette.
Or just anyone from Gillette in general, yeah.
Rip.
Catch you next time on the Rendezvous.